Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Exhale with Nala. Put on something comfortable, grab your yoga mat, maybe even grab some water and tea, and meet me back on the mat for a soothing seated yoga practice. Alright, so we'll be starting in a seated position. I am in crisscross applesauce, but make sure you get in a seated position that feels good to your body, that's comfortable for your body. We're going to start off with some deep cleansing breaths, okay? Breathing from the diaphragm. Now, if you don't know what the diaphragm is, I want you to imagine that you are inhaling from the depths of the ground beneath you. If you can use your imagination what it would be like to inhale from as low as the ground and engage your belly, that will be your diaphragmatic breath. Okay, so we will shift from shallow breath of our chest to a deeper belly breath in the diaphragm. You'll notice that as you breathe, you'll feel this sense of expansion, as if your body is opening up and growing outward. And then on that exhale, you'll notice there's a contrasting, and it goes inward. So it will rise and it will fall. You'll notice that with both your belly and your chest. So if you'd like, you can maybe place one hand over the heart center, another hand over your belly. If you want, you can close your eyes. I'll keep my eyes open for this. We'll inhale for 4 seconds. I'll hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then we're going to exhale for 6 seconds, okay? We'll do that a couple of times. You don't have to follow me exactly, but go at the rhythm in which it feels alignment with your own breath, okay? I'll count us off, though. On the count of 3, we'll breathe. 1, 2, breathe. Awesome. I ended up closing my eyes. I'm so used to it. All right, let's do that one more time, okay? This time I'll count audibly. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale it out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. I think we should do it one more time. 3 times the charm. You can never get enough of a good deep breath. Let's do it one more time. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. I invite you to close your eyes. Begin to tune into the subtle shifts and sensations in your body. As you continue to breathe at your normal rate and rhythm, get curious about what it feels like to take deep, intentional breaths. Compared to those shallow breaths that we engage on a day-to-day basis. We'll stay here for a moment, as this is a good opportunity to set any intention you'd like before we begin to move. Breath. exhale. Now if your eyes were closed like mine, I invite you to flutter them open. We'll begin with some neck stretches. Extend your left arm out to the side. Take your right hand and gently place it on your head and stretch it towards your right shoulder. Your ear is moving closer to your right shoulder. The left side of your neck is open. Take a deep inhale. Sitting up tall and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Release on the opposite side. Extend your right arm out to the side. Grab your head with your left hand, gently bringing your ear close to your left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Another inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale. Put your right hand down. Gonna reach your left arm over to the right side. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Another inhale here. Exhale. Left hand planted. Right arm reaches over. Inhale. And exhale. Another inhale. And exhale. Reach both your arms back behind you. Lifting your chest, dropping your head back. This is a heart-opening pose. Inhale. Exhale. On your next exhale, gently rise back up to an upright seated position. Forward fold. In this seated position, you're going to walk your arms out in front of you, tucking your chin, gaze towards your mat. Inhale and exhale. Slowly walk your hands back up, getting to a seated position, upright seated position, excuse me. Bring your hands slightly behind your back for a twist to the right side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, another inhale. And exhale, coming out of that. Gently, the opposite side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Take your right foot and tuck it in the inner thigh. For a forward fold, inhale, raise your arms above your head. Exhale, reach towards your feet. Grab whatever you can. No need to strain yourself here. Allow gravity to do the work as you continue to breathe deeply. On your next exhale, you rise back up to an upright seated position. Bring your right hand slightly behind your back. Shift your bottom up. And you'll bring your knee underneath your hips. Left leg is extended long. And you'll reach your left hand to the back wall. Inhale. Exhale. opposite side, extend your right leg out. Tuck that left foot in the inner thigh. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Reach whatever you can, whether that's your knee, your calf, your ankle, your toes. Remember to allow gravity to do the work and don't forget your breath. Slowly rise back to an upright seated position. Place your hands slightly behind your back. Lift your bottom off of the mat, shifting your hip, shifting your knee in alignment with your hip. Extend your right leg out and reach your right arm all the way over. Your body is fully extended. Exhale, float your bottom back to the mat. That one was kind of a challenge, finding that balance, right? Just like in life, how do we balance ease with effort? How do we balance work and life? We'll shift on to tabletop. Hands and knees. We'll do some cat-cows here. So you'll inhale, press your hands to the mat, curve your spine, tuck your chin, and exhale. Drop your belly, lift your head, gaze towards the ceiling. And we'll do that for a few rounds. Allow your breath to guide your movement. When you inhale, you're expanding. When you exhale, you're contracting. Optional. Listen to the cravings of your body. And from here, we'll find a neutral position, getting ready for thread the needle. We'll inhale, extend our right arm up towards the sky. We'll exhale, we'll swan dive that right arm behind that left arm, and we'll melt the shoulder down towards the mat. Our hips are fully up, while our lower half, or our top half, is completely surrendered to the mat. I like to use my left hand as a pillow side. Inhale. Extend your left arm up towards the sky. Twinkle your fingers. And exhale, swan dive your left hand behind your right arm. You lower your shoulder all the way to the mat. Take your right hand underneath your pillow. Your right hand at your pillow underneath your head. And your left arm is fully extended. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your arms out in front of you and melt your chest towards the floor. Forehead kissing the mat. Inhale. And exhale. This is a great pose for surrendering whatever it is that you brought to the mat. Whether it's to-do lists, whether it's anxieties about the future, or replaying events from the past, whether it's what I wanted this moment to be like versus what this moment is really like. I invite you to just let it go and release it into the mat. In this child's pose position. And be open to change. Inhale, begin to walk your hands to the right side, opening up the left side of your body. On your next exhale, you begin to walk your arms to the left side. And rise back up into your tabletop position. I'm going to shift on to our back for a yummy closing of this brief beginner seated yoga practice. We're going to lay all the way back. Hug our right knee in, preparing for supine twist. We'll guide your right knee over to the left side of your body, all the way until your right knee is hovering or touching the floor. Hovering over the floor, touching the floor. Extend your arms out to a T position, and you'll turn your head into the your feet up as if they are planted on the ceiling. And you'll take both your hands to grip the soles of your feet for happy baby. You can begin to, what is this called? Shift yourself from side to side. Rock yourself from side to side. It's a slight lower back massage here. If it feels comfortable for you, you can even extend your legs out as you rock side to side. And then you'll release that. Extending your legs out in front of you, letting your arms fall to the side of your body for the final pose of Shavasana. Feel free to close your eyes here if they aren't already. Shavasana is also known as the corpse pose, a meditative position for the cycle of life, beginnings and endings, birth and death. As you're in this pose, I invite you to imagine what it'd be like for you to be open to change. Open to those new beginnings. And open to those endings. Can you trust that cycle? And if you'd like, you can switch on over to the most comfortable position for you, whether it's on the right side of your body or the left side, using your arm as a pillow, using your legs. You can rest here. You can stay here for as long as you like. You can pause this video and remain here. For now, I will continue as we begin to close. Go ahead and support yourself up back to an upright seated position. And meet me in crisscross applesauce. Or whatever other seated position is comfortable for you.